Israel Adesanya versus Marvin Vettori. Adesanya's coming off a loss to Blachowicz, where he got out grappled, where Marvin Vettori is coming off, I think, the record for most takedowns at.
All right. I think Israel's going to win. I want Marvin to win, and I would put money on Marvin being a betting man.
Yeah, Marvin. What I'm looking at, I have Marvin at plus 210.
I got Marvin plus 225.
Yeah, and I like Marvin in that fight. Marvin's been on a roll. Marvin hasn't, but I believe he hasn't lost a fight since. He had a draw in there somewhere, but he hasn't lost a fight since his fight win.
There's a little fire. There's a little bad bloodish.
Yeah. And then who beat Marvin he lost before he got in the UFC, a decision, like his third fight, and then he lost to Antonio Carlos Jr., who's pretty much a grappler. I don't know how that fight went. A draw with Akhmedov, who's a grappler, and then the split to Israel. Since then, he's 4 decisions and 1 stoppage, but he's beaten some good guys. The last 2 especially, the Hermanson fight was a huge win, and then the Kevin Holland fight's a big win. So I'm going Vettori. I want Vettori to pull the upset. He's been on the show. I'm pretty sure he smokes weed. Seemed like a cool guy. Going Marvin Vettori. Wait, what'd you say? What'd you ask me? Is Kevin Holland a big win? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
The manner in which he did it a main event, and he set a record for takedowns.
Okay.
He basically
was short notice.
Yeah, it was supposed to be someone else. So is the opponent the big win? Not necessarily, but the fact that they went, hey, you're the main event, this is your card, and he went out there and performed, and we have something to talk about. He actually set a record. So now, going into the Adesanya fight, right now, boom, we can market that. Adesanya lost his last fight, they already fought, and this dude just won with 12 takedowns, or whatever the fuck it was. So yeah, I'm into it. And like I said, I like Marvin Vettori. I'm a big fan. He seems like he's a crazy guy who doesn't give a fuck. He seemed like that when he was on the show. Like a couple times I said something and he was like, no, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, And then even Al, because, obviously I've always talked to Al. Al told me, he's like, he's cool. Before he came on, he's like, he's cool, but he's a little crazy. Like, he's a little,
Well, he's a fighter.
Well, even he's the language barrier and all that. He's Italian, now English is his second language, and he's a fighter. He's crazy. But I'm pulling for Marvin Vettori. And Izzy, don't think if you win, we don't still want you on the show. Win or lose, we still want you on the show. Yeah. I've been playing phone tag with fucking Izzy's manager for probably like 2 years. But one day, it'll happen, hopefully. But that wraps up UFC 263. I'm going for Vettori. You're going Adesanya?
Well, no, I want Marvin to win.
So you root. All right. So like you said, you're 3 ways. You're betting Marvin. You think
Marvin? I'm betting Marvin. I think Israel though.
All right, I like that.